Hi, I'm Mika Truman, and welcome to Frankincense School of Mystical Arts. You can always find me on fsma.life. And just really quick, if you're ever interested in learning how to tap into your gifts, your abilities, if you've been feeling like that you've been starting to kind of wake up and you're sensing things, but yet you don't really know what to do with all that energy, you can jump over and check out some of my videos where they're very easy to follow, and there are many lessons on how to tap into becoming a medium, a psychic, how to just all these kind of different tools and things that I've used throughout the years. Anyway, you can jump over to fsma.life and check those out. So I really want to talk about finances and about money and how and where this is going. How may this affect you and your world and your life? And I do see this even evolving and possibly starting to strongly unfold, even within the next, I would say, by the end of March. So what is that about? It's about 6 weeks. Before we get started talking about finances, please, if you enjoy the video, like, subscribe. Please do share. I have been struggling with censorship, and so I'm really hoping that's going to start to ease up. But please do like, subscribe, and share if you haven't already. So is how I see this whole financial upheaval that I do see happening, and I do see where it almost has to fall, because where we are right now is that this hasn't been working. The system hasn't been working. It hasn't. The way that we give loans, the way that we have borrowed money, the interest rate, where does the money go? All of these things, it has not worked. The dollars, every currency, every dollar, it's not working anymore. We're so far in debt, and I see this with every single country, is that the financial system that we have been using for a very long time, well over 100 years, it doesn't work anymore. And the people have not really benefited a whole lot from this. If anything, it has kept us under ball and chain. It hasn't worked. This isn't working anymore. And it has to crash done. So I do get, we are going to start seeing more and more of these just downward spirals. And I get, we are going to see more downward spirals than up. And I see it just creeping down. People are going to just start getting really used to it's always down. They're not really going to think about it too much. And then they see prices go up and up. They go to the store, and it's insane. Even right now, it's ridiculous to me how much things have gone up. And it's everything that I have seen, that I have noticed. It's just through the roof. But I do see this really starting to pick up the pace, become even more so, and even going into the end of this month, the first part of March, I really get the whole financial system will strongly start to change. This is where we're going to, you have to crash it in order to flip it around to where it's going to work better, to start to change the way that we live, paying off our debts, getting loans. I see it changing totally 200%. But I do get where we are going to really start to see even the way that we get home loans, mortgages. I get we are headed towards a time where getting a loan for a home, I get that it's going to be such a minimal amount, like even not even 1%, possibly not even a 0.5% to get a home loan. And I know you think that's totally crazy, but that I get it very strong. And I do get there are going to be so many different grants, scholarships. I've said it before that I do get the Land Act to where the Homesteading Act, I do get the return of that. And then if you want to build a house, I get that just building a home on a piece of land where you're showing that you're working the land, you may even get it for free. You may have to pay some monies for the building of the home, but the loan amount I see is going to be so fantastic to the people, and the balance is going to be returned to the people. So I do see this very strongly. I do get that going into March, it feels like that I would say by or before the spring equinox, I say done. Like it's just really dropped. Now, I have to clarify. When I say drop, I do not see where people are going to lose their monies. I don't see that. People, my personal clients have asked me that. Oh my gosh, is my money safe in the bank? I really get it is. Now you trust your own intuition. Go talk to your financial advisor, and if they say, oh, it's not good in the bank, do what they suggest, because I'm only sharing what I intuitively, psychically see. That's it. But I see where the doors may close for a moment, maybe a few days, maybe a week. And this is going to bring up a lot of intense energy. People are going to be downright ticked off. That's not going to work for them. And I get that it's in a readjustment and turning over the hands, giving it to the rightful owners. Maybe even where we thought they were owned by certain people, they're not anymore. They have been bought, so we have to transfer it over to the rightful owner. That's what I see. I see something similar in that way. And so then when possibly the banks reopen, then the people can have access to their money. Of course, when you go to the store, and that $100 bill surely does not buy much groceries, but you'll have access to it. And then I do get, this is where I see we start to roll it over where the dollar bills are not worth hardly anything. We roll it over to where the silver and the gold and possibly some cryptos. And I do get there are certain stocks that are going into the future that will carry the wave in the future. Some older stocks who may have been owned by those with not the highest integrity, I just don't see them around. I don't see them owning either their banking financial institutions anymore or the stock companies, which goes into a whole other level of who owns what products and what stores. But I do get that it looks like possibly they have been bought and they're being bought. And I get that transition is coming. But until that happens, that's why we're seeing all the high prices. That's how I see it. So with the whole financial market, I do see it hitting rock bottom. I do get that there is something to which I'm going to tap into that the first part of April in another video. But with the financial, I do get it's going to slowly start to build back up. And then that comes with a whole level of new opportunities, I say. So that will be good. But it's just not going to be as we thought it was going to be, as far as how we've seen it the past several months, even year, where, it takes a dip, comes right back up, takes a dip. This is different. This is where I see where other metals could very well be worth a lot more money, and where we're going to start rolling it over to the new chains, new hands, new people, chain of commands. This is how I see it. So This is where I get we're headed, and it's going to be really very interesting. I do get that it's going to cause a lot of anger and a lot of upset. And I just want to give you a heads up that I see this, but I see it's going to calm down, mellow out, that it really is not going to be this doom and gloom as we feel it could be for the moment. So taking a pause for a second could be our best bet, our best way and our only way to really deal with it. So I love you all, and until next time, jump over to fsma.life, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Take care.